Hare Krishna, then Namo, glories to Srila Prabhupada. Let's start with our prayers. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Romapada Swamin iti namine. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pacharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Paschatya Veshakarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are in the chapter 8 of the first canto, prayers of Kunti Maharani and Parikshit saved. Starting of the chapter speaks about how Pandavas and everybody, including Uttara, praises Krishna for to take care of them. After that, Krishna wanted to leave. Kunti Maharani starts speaking. Kunti Maharani has special affection for Krishna. She was a maternal aunt for Krishna. She starts praying. Her prayer starts from verse 18. The verse goes like this: Kunti uvacha namasye purusham tvadyam ishwaram prakrite param alakshyam sarvabhutanam antarbahir avasthitam. So here Kunti Maharani is praying to Krishna. Namaste, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Why I am offering these obeisances is because you are the original personality. Ishvara Paramakrishna we do, right? You are the original personality of the Supreme Godhead. And you are unaffected by this material world. See, those are the devotees who are around Krishna are also jivas. They are here, but they are associates of Krishna. But when they came to the material world, they are affected by the qualities of the material world. But Kunti Maharani is saying, oh Krishna, you are not affected. You are in this material world. You came for these reasons, whatever Paritranaya Sadhunam and Sarvadharma Parityaja, all this, as according to Bhagavad Gita. But you are untouched with this material things. You are untouched with the three modes of material nature. You are existing within everybody and without everything. Within and without everything. You are existing in both. You are not visible to us. As Paramatma also not visible. As a externally you come as a help to us, still not visible, but you are there for us always. Like Krishna being original personality of the Godhead is a true knowledge. Although he is playing a part of Kunti Devi's nephew, Kunti Devi internally knew that he is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. She is such an enlightened soul. She couldn't commit a single mistake while offering her obeisances to her nephew, who is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Whenever she is addressing, however she is addressing, there is no flaw in the way she is addressing. The way she is addressing is flawless, spotless, exactly what Krishna is. She is addressing like that. There is no atishayokti, means there is no... my son says sometimes if I talk good about them, stop bragging, telling about yourself like that. So Kunti Devi was not doing that. Therefore she addressed him as original personality, original Purusha. He is the only Purusha. We are all Prakriti. We are all enjoyed, and he is the enjoyer. He is the ultimate beneficiary. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. That's a verse in Bhagavad Gita that also speaks about Krishna's supremacy. Although all these living entities are transcendental by nature, but they are influenced by the material nature. By nature, we are transcendental. We are above the modes of material nature by being parts and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is above the modes of material nature. We being part and parcel of Krishna, we are also above the three modes of material nature. But the problem is, we are influenced or inflected by the three modes of material nature. He is also addressed as living entity. He is Supreme Personality of the Godhead, but he is addressed as living entity because he comes on his own accord as living entity. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetanasnam means he is always there. He is eternal being. He is the one who gives life to the life. If something is told to be alive, that life is given in that alive personality or thing comes from Krishna, comes from the presence of Paramatma. When the soul moves, along with the soul, super soul also moves out. Living entities, or let's say demigods like Chandra, Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Surya, and all these are also in their capacity Ishvara. Like head of the family is a Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. He's a controller. Controller in the sense not in a mundane materialistic way of looking others like slaves. Controlling in the sense he has the power. He has the power. He gets the money to the house, or she gets the money to the house, and she evenly uses that money for wherever it is needed. She keeps the savings aside. She uses for this thing. She uses, etc., etc., etc. In our own capacity, we are all little controllers. But he is the Parameshwara, or the super soul. He is the supreme controller. I control my body. My husband controls the whole house. The state mayor controls the whole state. President controls the whole country. Like that. He is the Krishna who controls the whole universes, all the living entities. Although he is present before Srimati Kunti Maharani as her nephew, he was always there with her. He is not leaving her. Physically he might be leaving her, but he is always there with her. Not only with her, but everybody as Paramatma. So the super soul's presence is very, very clearly mentioned in this verse, saying that Krishna, you are present in each and every living entity. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto. That is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 15.15 verse number. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha. I am situated in everybody's heart, and only due to me comes remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge. Matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha. From me it comes everything. I am the knower of all the Vedas. I am the one to be known by the Vedas. Ahameva Vedyar. So Kunti Maharani is affirming everything through this verse about the supremacy of Krishna. So she started praying with that verse. Let's go to the next verse. Kunti Maharani prayers are very, very, very bhakti filled. One who reads these prayers with great faith attracts the qualities of bhakti, attracts the qualities of surrenderance, sharanam. So she prays in the next verse, 19 we can go to. Maya javanika channam agnadokshajam avyayam na lakshyase mudha drisha nato natya dharo yata. Beautiful analogy is given here. It is said, you being beyond the range of sense perception. Adhokshaja means one who is beyond the capacity or reach of regular senses. Like our senses have a capacity to see, to hear, to smell, to taste, to feel. We can see, but only to an extent. After that we cannot see. We need glasses, or we need microscope, or etc., scopes. So there is a limitation for the senses. Our nose can smell only till certain area, coming the pungent smell or whatever it is. After that we cannot smell. Something happening in Edison, I cannot smell here now. So like that. Our ears also can hear only till certain sounds. Like bees can hear more than us, deers. So like that, you are beyond the, that's why he is called as inconceivable. You are beyond the material senses to be understood completely. You are invisible to the foolish observer. Atheist can't see him, can't feel him, can't believe him. Conception is not there for him. God conception is not there for him. Exactly like an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. Nato natya, the last line says nato natya dharo yatha. Nata means actor, natya dhara means dressed as a player. When I do a show wherein I act like an animal, let's say sorry Mataji, the phone power off again. The recording is still on, luckily. It says recording is on because you did not get out. Maybe that's the reason the recording is on. Okay, I got out of, because out of charge I was. So the prayers are so strong. One, she is talking first about the supremacy of the Lord. Then Kunti Maharani is speaking about how he is Adokshaja and how fools cannot deride him as a actor or a player dressed in that actor's role. Suppose I am acting like an animal. Suppose I put a costume of cow. Nobody can see the person inside that cow costume. What they can see is only cow. So what people can see in Krishna who are atheist is just the Krishna's body as a living entity. They cannot see him beyond that. They think he is supreme. He is not supreme personality. They think that he is a normal human being. In Bhagavad Gita, again, that is confirmed by Krishna. Krishna affirms that the less intelligent people mistake him to be an ordinary person like all of us. Then thus they deride him. The same is here confirmed again by Queen Kunti. Less intelligent people means those who rebel against the authority of the Lord. Such kind of people are called asuras. Asuras need not be like demons with a big teeth, big eyes, big horns or something. Asuras means that who cannot recognize the Lord's authority. Those are all called as asuras or rakshasas or demons. When the Lord himself appears amongst us as Rama, Narasimha, Varaha and his original form of Krishna, he performs many wonderful acts which are humanly very, very impossible. Like lifting a Govardhan hill at the age of 7 on his little pinky finger is impossible. It is inconceivable. 10th canto, it's a great literature. Sri Krishna exhibited so many pastimes, humanly impossible activities. When he was in the lap of Mother Yashoda also, that means that much small also, he killed Putana. Putana came with a very bad intention to kill him. Instead, Krishna sucked her breast like a natural baby and he sucked her life out of that breast. He lifted Govardhan hill, as we mentioned, continuously holding the Govardhan hill for 7 days, and all the residents were inside that. Superhuman activities of the Lord. They are all described in all the Vedas, all the Puranas, all the Itihasas, all the Upanishads. Everywhere the supremacy of Supreme Lord is being expressed. He has delivered wonderful instructions in the form of Bhagavad Gita. part of Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita. He is most knowledgeable out of the 6 opulences, and that shows how most knowledgeable he is. In 45 minutes he gave all the instructions needed for the life. He has shown marvelous capacities as a hero, as a householder, as a teacher, as a renouncer. He is the most renunciate person. He has no attachment for. He was king by then, but he did not. He was ready to take up the position of a chariot driver. Great authoritative persons like Vyasadev, Devala, Sita, Narada, and the acharyas, if you take all the acharyas, Madhvacharya, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, the whole lineage starts from him. So there are only 2 people who believe in Krishna: good people who don't believe in Krishna or who oppose Krishna's supremacy, demoniac people. Stubborn obstinacy. They don't want to. It's not that they don't know. Some cases they know fully, but they're not ready to accept. All you see, the Kamsa, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, they don't know the supremacy of the Supreme Lord in the form of Rama or Krishna. They know, but they don't want to accept. They wanted to always lord it over nature. Lord Krishna, even when he was present before them, they could not say yes to Krishna. There was a beautiful retreat conducted by my Guru Maharaj few years back, say yes to Krishna in Gita Nagari. They were not able to say yes to Krishna. They used to depend more on their imperfect senses, which cannot realize the Supreme Lord or accept the Supreme Lord. Now, why to talk about those demons then? Now also modern scientists, they don't accept the presence of God in everything. They want to know everything by their experimental knowledge. But it is not possible to know that way. Krishna is described here as Adokshaja, or beyond the range of our senses. There are 4 defects. Out of that, one of the defects is our imperfect senses. Our senses are very, very, very imperfect. We claim to observe everything and anything, but we must admit that we cannot observe the things under certain material. We can see only certain material condition. Beyond that, we cannot see. Very nicely Kunti Maharani prays through these verses. You are there with me, Mataji?
I am there, Mataji.
Okay. So let's go to the verse number 20. 18th chapter, verse number 20. Tatha paramahamsanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanartham katam pashyema histriyah. Very nicely here she says, you come down to propagate the transcendental science. Always Prabhupada said, this is not a sentiment, this is not an emotion, this is a science. Krishna consciousness is a science. Devotional service is a science. So you yourself come to teach this devotional service unto the hearts of the people who do not believe you. Not only just to give love for the dependence on you, but also to fan the spark in the hearts of these atheistic people and mental speculators. You come here. You are the one who make every jiva know the difference between matter and spirit. Kunti Maharani says, how we can as women know you perfectly. Women are considered for a couple of reasons as less intelligent. So she's saying, I am poor lady, I'm a lady, and then how can I understand your great power? It is said in the Upanishads that the supreme truth or the absolute personality of the Godhead is beyond the range of thinking power of the greatest philosopher. Then how we can understand that supreme personality of Godhead by our empirical philosophical knowledge? Then when we don't understand something, we say that, okay, that doesn't exist. One of the class, Jayadvaja Maharaj was sitting. One small girl, maybe she was 5, that's all. She raised her hand in the class. And Maharaj was sitting. Maharaj is a sannyasi, he is giving the class. After the class, she raised her hand. She knows the etiquette that she should not raise the hand in between the class. And then when she got her chance, Maharaj said, yes, tell me. And then she said, I heard that Krishna has lot of opulence. She used the word opulence, nice training from the parents. Lot of opulence, like he has this, he has this, he has this. How many opulence does Krishna have? And then Jayadvaita Maharaj so nicely answered, very, very nicely answered, saying that, how many numbers do you know? That little 5-year-old girl said, I know 100 numbers, or something like that. So Maharaj simply said, so he has more than 100 opulences. So you have a limit to understand within your capacity what is most. But Krishna is beyond that most. If somebody says, I know till 1,000, how many opulence Krishna has? He has more than 1,000. Simple. Somebody says million, more than million, because his opulences are unlimited. But when you say unlimited to a small child who knows the numbers till 100, she won't understand. She will say that, oh, then okay, then he doesn't exist. This is all myth. He is knowable only by his mercy. Our endeavors are there, but when our endeavors are there, forget about the mercy. It won't be very, very clear to us. Not very fruitful, but it will be there. But if our endeavors are proper, then and mercy comes, then we can understand his supremacy. That's what happened with Kunti Devi. That did not happen with all the women involved in the Krishna's pastimes. He remains unknowable for many. She's playing a role of innocent woman. Woman is generally to an extent good, because she cannot speculate like philosophers, but they are blessed by the Lord because they believe at once in the superiority and almightiness of the Lord. Brahmanas, there is a pastime in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein Brahmana, when Krishna and Krishna's friends come to ask Brahmanas for food while they were playing, they were hungry, Brahmana says, go off from here, you have no other work, we did not even offer the food yet to the Supreme Lord, how can we give you? And then they just shut them off. And then they goes to Brahman Patnis and says that our Krishna and Balram are hungry, they said that we can go to you and you will give us some food. So Brahmana Patni is not only giving them food, what did they do is they immediately got ready and took all the cooked pots. Instead of giving to their husbands for the yajna, they got all the pots and served Krishna, nicely feeding like mothers. So Brahmana Patnis, prayers of Brahmana Patnis, mercy towards Brahmana Patnis, very nice chapters. So Krishna likes simplicity. This simplicity of acceptance of the Lord's authority is more effective than the showy, insincere religious fervor. There will be a lot of people on the name of the religion, on the name of the saying godliness, they try to avoid many people. Muddy, achara, suchi, shubhra, and low class, high class, you are not allowed, you don't know anything. No, the relationship between Krishna and Krishna's devotees is completely personal. Externally you cannot judge them at all by their birth. You cannot. Okay, next comes a very important verse, Mataji, 21 verse. I put pencil circle that verse, one of the important verses. 19 is a pencil circle, 21 is a pencil circle, very nice verse. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha. Kunti Maharani is saying again, I offer my obeisances unto you. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Who has become the son of Vasudeva? Very important note that it says, who have become the son of Vasudeva. Means he wantedly came as son of Vasudeva. He voluntarily chosen to be a son for Vasudeva or Devaki. That means Krishna comes on his own accord. Krishna doesn't do anything because of karma. We are born in this body and we are living this life according to our karma. We are the result of our karmic reactions or karmic actions. We are the reaction of our karmic actions. But Krishna is not like that. You perform something, it is said that, oh, Shweta Mataji's activities, or I perform something, Srimati Mataji's activities. But Krishna's thing is not said as Krishna's Leela, it is called. Leela means that is performed by the personality on his own will. Some people ask, why Krishna is in blue color? There are some reasons given that blue is the depiction or the symbol of vastness. Ocean is blue, sky is blue, etc., etc. But these are all made in the image of Krishna. Krishna is not made in the image of these all. Generally, then why it is blue? It is blue because Krishna wanted to be blue. What is the problem? If Krishna comes in red, we will have a question why Krishna is red. If Krishna comes in black, we have a question why Krishna comes in black. So if Krishna comes in blue, you have a question that Krishna comes in blue. Why did Krishna come in blue? That is his wish. His wish. You are eating rasgulla and you are not eating cham cham. That means you have a taste for rasgulla and you don't have a taste for cham cham. It is your wish that you are not eating rasgulla, or eating rasgulla, or not eating cham cham. That is your choice. So when, as small jivas, if we have our independence to choose, why not Krishna? We accept all the forms. Oh, Varaha avatar, he is Krishna. Oh, Vamana avatar, he is Krishna. Oh, Narasimha avatar, he is Krishna. But when Krishna descends as Krishna, why don't we accept Krishna as Krishna? Why not human form? Human form is also one of the forms, right? When it comes in our own form, people don't accept. They say Krishna, oh, Krishna, yeah, he's a great person. He's a mystical person. He has some powers. But they don't accept that Krishna is the supreme personality of the Godhead, because they think that God cannot come in the form of human being. Because you think that God cannot come in the form of a human being, it doesn't mean that God will not come as a human being. That's why he's called supreme personality. He has a personality. He is not like us. We are like him. He has one nose, he has two eyes, he has two ears. What is the difference between him and us? We can breathe through nose, but we cannot eat through nose. We can see through eyes, but we cannot hear through eyes. We can hear through ears, but not see through ears. But he can do with all the organs, everything. What he can eat through nose, he can see through ears, he can hear through eyes, he can do everything with every organ. Omnipotency. He can be anywhere. He can do anything with any of his senses. He is supreme. That's it. He is supreme. Because you don't want to accept that supremacy, you cannot say that he is not there. Queen Kunti specifically adores the incarnation of Krishna as Krishna above all the other incarnations, because in this incarnation he is more approachable. You cannot go to Varaha and say that please help me. Bhumi Devi approached Lord Vishnu and asked for help. That's the reason Lord Vishnu came as Varaha form to please the benedictions given by Brahma and Shiva, whoever it is, to the demons. They give the benedictions, right? Okay, you cannot be killed by any animal. So to respect, to give value to his devotees' blessings to all these demons, he takes different forms. But Bhumi Devi cannot go to a boar form and say, oh, boar form, please help me. Oh, fish form, please go help me. Not very easily approachable. But Krishna in the form of Krishna is very easily approachable. That's the reason Kunti Maharani is more attached to this form of the Lord as Krishna. In the Rama incarnation also he came as Rama, human being, but he remained as a king's son from his very childhood. But in the case of Krishna's incarnation, although he was a son of a king, which is Vasudeva, he at once left the shelter and he took the shelter. Real father and mother he left, Vasudeva and Devaki, and he came to the Gokul, to Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj as a cowherd boy. He has done all the activities to please everybody who is not biologically related to him in any way. He sanctified the place of Vrindavan. Today also Vrindavan is said to be the most sacred place in the whole universe because Krishna has performed his pastimes. It is not said Dwarka because Krishna was born in Dwarka. It is Vrindavan. Therefore Lord Krishna is more merciful than Rama. Rama is like, yes, he is merciful, but he came to show his exemplary nature of how to be a son, how to be a king, how to be a nice husband, etc., etc. Dharma, how to listen, what to do. So Rama teaches us by example how to live. Krishna teaches us how to die, you can say, but how to live properly, so that after death we don't have any regret. Prabhupada says that everybody is going to die. The cat, the dog, the everybody, everybody is going to die. Okay, cat comes, okay, it takes birth, it grows, it sambhoga, it unites with another cat, and then it leaves its children, catlings, cats, whatever it is, and then it becomes old and it dies. Won't we are also doing the same thing if we are not conscious of God? If we are not using that higher intelligence to know who we are, and we are also engaged in making this comfortable zone of eating, sleeping, mating and defending and leaving the body, there is no difference between cats and us. So Prabhupada says everybody is going to die, but you die smart. Humans should die smart. How to die smart is by using the higher intelligence to know who we are. Who is the Supreme Lord? What is the reason for us to get separated from the Supreme Lord? What is our relationship with the Supreme Lord? How to act on that relationship and go back to the Supreme Lord? So when Krishna came, imagine Krishna coming to our house and then playing with us, sitting with us, sharing with us the Supreme Personality Lord as a small boy. And so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, therefore, that no one else is as fortunate as the residents of Vrajabhumi, specifically the cowherd girls, who dedicated their everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. His pastimes with Nanda Maharaj, his pastime with Yashoda Mai, his pastime with the cowherd men, especially with the cowherd boys and girls, his own friend Mandali. Lord Krishna as Govinda is more inclined towards Brahmanas also. Govinda means Go means Brahmanas and Go means senses. One who takes care of the Brahmanas and one who takes care of the senses also. One who takes care of the cows also, Go means. Go Brahmana hitaya cha. Go means cows, Go means senses, Brahmana means Brahmanas. He takes care of the Brahmanas also. He says, I will give you what you lack. He is the one who is the giver of the things what we lack, but we should ask for it. Next verse is also beautiful verse, Mataji. Pencil circle again. These verses my daughter memorized everything and did it almost when she was 9 or 10 years old. I'll share that video with you. She is now 21. I'll share that video. They all practice this Kunti prayers, everything by hearted, and then they recited, and I recorded them, and then I saved in my YouTube channel, my Prabhu's YouTube channel. I share you. Namah Pankajanaabhaya, Namah Pankajamaline, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangiri. This word Pankaja, Pankaja, Pankaja is used many times here. Pankaja means lotus. Nama Pankaja Nabhaya. Nabhi means the center of the abdomen. Nabhi. Navel. Yeah. So Namah Pankaja Nabhaya means lotus shaped navel. She says, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, O Lord, whose abdomen is marked with the depression like a lotus flower. One of the qualities of the devotees is they are poetic. They are poetic in their capacity. We may not be experts, but whatever the good things, the best things we see, and Krishna said that the best things, whatever you see, are the spark of the splendor of the toenail of mine. It's not him, it's not his body, it's not his leg, it's not his foot, it's not his fingers, it's his nails, spark of the splendor. Means imagine whole Krishna will have how much opulences. So whatever the good things, whatever the opulence you see in this material world is the spark of the splendor of the toenail of mine. That's what Krishna says. So she's worshipping. You are always decorated with the garland of lotus flower, whose glance is as cool as lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotuses. Pankaja netraya, one whose eyes are lotuses and your glance is cooling like when you see at others. Namaste, I offer my pankajangre, means unto you, whose soles, down sole, we have the marks on the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. Rendu feet ki we have certain marks. Each and every mark symbolizes something. There is a lotus, there is a flag, there is a chakra, like that. You see, there are a lot of marks, very auspicious marks, and each and every mark has a reason behind it, why it is there, what it gets to us, the auspicious things. So pankajangreya means the soles of whose feet are engraved with the lotus flower. So like that she is praying. Pankaja maline, pankaja netraya. Pankaja maline means who was always decorated with the garland of lotuses, lotus flowers. Why this lotus comparison acharyas explain very nicely is, lotus is a flower which stays in the mud. Actually lotus is named after Krishna's nature. Krishna is not named after lotus nature. We have to understand that Krishna's creation has lotus. So it is named after Krishna. So the nature of lotus is it stays in the muddy water. It stays in the burda, wherein we don't even want to put our feet. It is inside that, but the lotus flower and the lotus leaf is untouched with that burda. When you take out the lotus, you can't see any burda in the stem or the leaf or the lotus. So Krishna is in this material world, but he is untouched by this dirt of the material world. Specific names, specific that's why in the starting only it is said that she did a flawless addressing and glorification of the Lord. Very nicely she has glorified. Woman, she said in the previous verse also, like, I am a poor woman, I am an unintelligent woman, right? Women are claimed, Shudras are claimed, or the labor class are claimed as Dvija Bandhus, or the wretched descendants of the higher three classes. They are told to be not fit to take intelligent things. It's more towards their emotional attachment. Sometimes it becomes hard for them when it comes to the point of exemplifying the strict rules and regulations. They go little slow with them. They are more attached to the emotions, feelings, connections. Scientifically also, women's brain is told to be smaller than the men's brain. It's a different topic, that whether who is using how much brain. Somebody might have this much brain, they are not using anything. Somebody have this much, and then they are using fully. But scientifically to say also is the woman's brain less. But basically the reason why is it said like that is, everything we accept through our senses. Perception is through our senses. So pain and pleasure are the two things with which we relate to this body. Isn't it, Mataji? We are not the body, we are the soul. We know it philosophically, or we know it bookishly, that we are not the body, we are the soul. Right? But when it comes to practical and to experience that, we need higher intelligence. So pain and pleasure are the two things which make us feel identified with the body. If we think we are the soul, pain and pleasure should not affect us so much. Not so much that it will capture the higher truth of being soul. Pain and pleasure are the two things because of which we identify ourselves with the body. And when it comes to the woman, the pain and pleasure accepting capacity is more in woman. Highest pain one takes is during the labor time, when you deliver a child. Pain is measured in a unit called tels. This is an important topic, so I'm spending some time, because in many places you see Prabhupada writing in the purport, couple of places or many places women as less intelligent, and these feminist people come bashing, saying that, oh, how can you say that we are more intelligent, we are higher than men, and all those things. That's not the main thing, but to understand the Shastra. But again, understanding philosophically the Shastra is not very important to go back to Krishna. We'll come to the topic, but coming back again to our topic of tells, pain is measured in tells. Suppose a human body can take 10 tells. I'm saying suppose because I don't know the exact number, but suppose human body can take 10 tells of pain during the pregnancy. Like suppose a small blade is there, blade cut, or vegetable cutting cut. It's a pain. We can take it, but that it has a capacity. But if suppose that is same thing with a big knife, somebody came to kill us, or sword, or nowadays all the movies have too much violence, right? One sword goes into one body and it gets out of 3 or 4 bodies outside. So that's violence. So that capacity all is below 10. But when a mother delivers a baby in a natural labor, the capacity is almost double or more than double, that much pain, but she takes it. So pain bearing capacity is more in women. That means, again, coming back to our point of identification with the body. Second one, pleasure. Coming to the point of pleasure, when Prabhupada introduced these 4 regulative principles of no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, these are not, Prabhupada said, these are not the rules and regulations for becoming a devotee. These are the rules and regulations for becoming a human being. In naturally human being, if you go back at least 3-4 generations back also, there was no contraceptive pills. People, our great-grandfather, our grandfather, grandmother also used to beget the children how many ever they can manage financially, and they stop using sex mate. That's why previously they had 5 children, 6 children, some people had 10 children. How much ever their capacity to take care of them, that much only they used to beget. But nowadays, till 60 years, 70 years, people are left and right doing sexual life with contraceptions and other things like birth control systems. So that is not meant. The sex life is not meant for sensual enjoyment. Sex life is meant for giving the bodies to the souls who are looking for Krishna consciousness. It is your responsibility, if you invite a soul to your body, to give them Krishna consciousness. That is the right way. And if you cannot, then don't do it. If you can, do it and make them Krishna conscious. This is the teaching of Vedas. So that labor pain and this sex pleasure also, when a male and a female, very clearly I'm mentioning male and female because nowadays many things are happening, thisism, thatism. So 2 males can also enjoy, 2 females can also enjoy, but it is not shastric. But when a male and female in a proper way unite, the sex enjoyment is more by the woman than the men, scientifically. So pain and pleasure capacity of intake or accepting is more in women. So they relate more with the body. This is all scientifically, philosophically. But again, we are all souls connected to Krishna. How we go, it is always personal. So that's why women are less intelligent. And then another question comes like, oh, if women are less intelligent, is that men will go to Krishna very fast? No, men won't go to Krishna. Prabhuji answered in this way. No, who said men will go faster? But you said that men are more intelligent. Then Prabhuji said, who said that intelligent people will go to Krishna? Loving people will go to Krishna. Our system is devotional, sir, loving devotional system. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tataham bhakti upaharitam ashnami prayatatmanaha. With loving devotional service, if you offer anything, Krishna will accept it. Not with intelligence you accept Krishna. So that's like kind of in and out explanation of why women are called less intelligent. So here in this particular verse, Kunti Maharani is saying, I'm just a woman. Women and Shudras are told to be less intelligent to understand the supremacy of the Lord. But who can be more intelligent than Kunti Maharani, explaining her love for Krishna in such a wonderful way, flawless way, spotless way of who is Krishna. Very nicely explained. So this verse is also very important, Mataji. Namo Pankajanaabhayant. Then we go to the verse number 23, right? 23. Yatha hrishikesha khalena devaki kamsena ruddhati chiratam sucharpita vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibho tvayaiva nathena muhurvipadganat. Krishna is here addressed by Kunti Maharani as Hrishikesha. Many times in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna addressed Krishna as Hrishikesha, master of the senses and the lord of the lords. You have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious king Kamsa, his own brother, and me and my children from a series of constant dangers. You are the one who has protected us. You are the one who has saved us. So here Kunti Maharani is praising the quality of Krishna to be the protector, to be the kind protector. Brother, sister, when it comes to the death of Kamsa, I said 5:40 class for the other batch, Mataji, because we said late. So they will be joining in the same class at 5:40. Once they join, we will end. Till that we can continue. In the same FCC, they will join. So Devaki, the mother of Krishna and the sister of Kansa, was put into prison along with her husband Vasudeva, because envious king was afraid of his death. There is a verse in Bhagavad Gita again. Neha vikrama nashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. It is said that in this path of self-realization, there is no loss or diminution. Little endeavor from our side towards this path of going closer to Krishna will make us out of the greatest type of danger. The greatest type of danger is death. Sahishnu, our class will start at 5:40, Nana. If you want to join back, you can join back. Yeah, he saw the message. Maybe that's why he's now off. He came and because 5:30 class starts. So he killed the son. He was so much afraid. So greatest type of danger is death. So we will be relieved from that greatest type of danger of death. That doesn't mean that you won't get death. Everybody had to die. Devaki mother also died, Vasudeva also died, Nanda Maharaj also died, Yashoda Maya also died, Kamsa also died. But Kamsa has the fear of death, and these all people did not have the fear of death. So we will not have the fear of death. Many people, if somebody own people, nowadays something is going on in our family in India, a very close relative, he is on almost like kind of verge of death. So everybody is like, oh. Something like next door person is happening, so we are very much afraid about that next door person. But when it comes, we don't know that it will come to us also at any moment. At least they know, but we don't even know it will come to us also. He killed all the sons of Devaki before, like Devaki who were born before Krishna. But Krishna escaped the danger of child slaughter because he was transferred to the Nanda Maharaj place. There was a purpose. There was a purpose, and everything was according to the plan of Krishna. Everybody was, all the devotees were involved in the pastimes of Krishna. If Krishna wants, he could just disappear from the prison. He need not do all these things. Like he need not make everybody in the prison house with the Maya to sleep, or there was even a Gardhaba, there was a donkey. There is a saying, right? Vasudevudu guard the kallu pattukunnadu, something like that. That donkey was also there as guard, and so on. He need not do all these things, but he wanted to involve everybody in his leela. Now it's not easy for Vasudeva to take that ordeal of going through all these things to make him go to the Gokul, the river Yamuna, great devotee of the Lord. He made her pious by touching his lotus feet when he came as the supreme personality of the Godhead in the water. Yamuna river could give the way fully, right? It did not give the way fully. It gave the way only. Vasudeva was going in the water till first legs, then knees, then hip, then chest, then till almost here, wherein till Lord's feet were hanging from that basket. Once the Lord's feet are touched by that water, it got more clearance for Vasudeva. So everybody is waiting for the Lord Krishna. So she prays very nicely, very nicely. Her mood is very nice. The conclusion is that the king Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who is seeking his shelter, who always want him. There are 5 children, suppose mother is equal to all the 5 children, but one of the child wants her mother more. So her affection towards the child who wants her more is more. It's simple understanding. So devotees want Krishna more. Krishna is favorable more to the, though he is not biased, though he is not partial, but that's a natural thing, very natural thing. If a goldsmith has 5 sons and 4 other sons wants to go for software, hardware, this, and only one son wants to become a goldsmith and take that job of being a goldsmith and more learning from him, so he is the one who gives him more education, more knowledge, more love, because he is the one who is taking his profession. In the same way, one who is more lovable to Krishna, he will guide them more nicely. And Kunti Maharani is praying in the same way, that if I have to get more ordeals, more problems, more calamities, for you to come to my life and stay with us, then let those all calamities come to me. We don't invite like Kunti Maharani, we are not so great, but at the same time we always have to be in this shelter seeking mood of Kunti Maharani. She's amazing lady. She has seen a lot. Madri, nicely, Sati, she leaves the body along with her husband because she was fully assured that Kunti Maharani could be a best mother than her, not only to take care of her 3 children, but her own 2 children also will be properly given shelter by Kunti Maharani. She starts in this verse, what we just read now, 20. Did we read the verse? No, we did not read the verse. Okay, let's read the verse, and this could be the last verse. Vishan Mahagne Purushada. Vishan means poison. Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshanad Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Krichata mridhe aneka, mridhe again and again, aneka, lot of, maharatho stratho draunyastrataschasma hare abhirakshitaha. You were protecting us from many things. My dear Krishna, she says, my dear Krishna, your lordship means you have protected us from poisoned cake. Yes, Bhima ate the poisoned cake, from a great fire, from the Laksha Griha fire, from the cannibals, like man-eating animals, you have protected us. Like these are all the dushta chatushtayam. From the vicious assembly, like Draupadi Vastrabharan time, you have protected us. From suffering during the exile in the forest, from the war battlefield, becoming Krishna as the charioteer for Arjuna, you have protected us. Now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. Every stage you were protecting us. She was listing all the dangerous encounters she had and submitted herself before him, saying that you are perfect protector and we are perfect to receive your grace, because we are always in problems. But Kunti Devi and her sons were put into one difficulty after another in difficulty, not for some period, for continuously years together, years after years. They were put into trouble by Duryodhana and his party. They are blind. Bhima was given poison cake, right? Laksha shell lac house, they presented them and they put it on fire. Draupadi, such a great lady, accepted 5 husbands and as a chaste wife, they pull her, dragged her out. Dushyasana, he doesn't even have a qualification to stand before her, and he holds her hair and pulls her into the assembly. They tried to make her naked, but it did not work for them. They failed in their endeavors to see her naked. Krishna came for protection. The cannibals is the man-eater topic given in the during their exile. Hidimba was a Rakshasi, but the Lord saved everybody from that Hidimba Rakshasi. It was not finished there. The tribulations did not finish there just like that in the place of exile. It continued. Again war. They did everything. They came back, give their kingdom to them. No, again war. They don't know anything. Upa Pandavas, sons of Pandavas, young, very young, enthusiastically came to fight for the kingdom and the king, and they were all chopped off with their heads. Finally, the son who is not even born, the heir who is not even born, inside the mother's womb, was also sent with a Brahmastra by Ashwatthama. So the Lord saved consistently all the Kuru dynasty of Pandavas. Kuru dynasty is basically Pandavas and Kauravas together. It's called Kuru dynasty. It's not just the Kauravas. So he was saving. And Kunti Maharani is remembering. Why she is remembering? Because she doesn't want him to go. She doesn't want him to go. She says, Vipada, next one. Vipadashantu ta shashvat tatra tatra jagadguru. She's addressing him as Jagadguru. Bhavato darshanam yachad apunar bhava darshanam. Beautiful lines. Apunar bhava darshanam. Because if we don't get problems, we will not get a chance to see you again. Apunar bhava darshanam. I wish that all these vipada, all these calamities would happen again and again and again, so that we could see you again and again and again. Because, for means in English sometimes because bhava, not bhava, bhava darshanam. Bhava means this cycle of birth and death, bhava sagar. Could see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. We will be protected from that. I said bhava, my husband is coming. Bhavato darshanam yachat apunar bhava darshanam. Apunar bhava darshanam. Again we need not see. Apunar, repeating birth and death cycle. Bhava darshanam. Apuna means not again. Bhava darshanam means seeing the repetition of birth and death. We need not go through this birth and death again and again, because you will be always there with us. Generally, the distressed, the needy, the intelligent and the inquisitive, 4 kinds of people surrender unto Krishna. What are they? Arti, Ardharti, Jnani, Jignasu. Bhagavad Gita talks about 4 kinds of people who surrender unto Krishna. This is a general. Suppose who have done some pious activities in the past, they get a chance to worship Krishna. But others who are thriving on misdeeds only, regardless of their status, cannot approach the Supreme because they are misled by the Maya Javanika Channam, illusory energy of Krishna. Because they are falling for it. They are in the Maya, so they are attacked by Maya. If they are out of Maya, they won't be attacked by Maya. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can you, we will end the other class, but kids can stay there, Mataji. Just Kirtida Mataji, stay there.
Okay, Mataji.
So it's very, very important to understand these prayers of Kunti Maharani. Therefore, for a pious person, if there is some calamity, there is no other alternative other than taking the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. There is no other alternative. Akinchanatvam it's called. No other material shelter. I don't want any other shelter other than your lotus feet, Krishna. Constantly remembering the lotus feet of the Lord means preparing for liberation from birth and death. That's it. That's what we have to do in this human body. The cats and dogs cannot prepare for their next life by concentrating on the lotus feet of the God. We are the one who have higher intelligence with which we can surrender unto Krishna and join. Hare Krishna, please stay in the line. I'm finishing the other class. Stay in the line with the muted and unmuted. So this is an opportunity. Kunti Maharani is saying this is an opportunity to remember the Lord. Because without problems, I'm not going to remember you. Let the problems come to me again and again. One who has taken the shelter of the lotus feet, which are accepted by the most suitable, which are accepted as the most suitable boat, Mataji. This whole Bhava Sagar is considered to be the ocean of nescience, and to go out of that nescience, Lord's lotus feet, shelter of Lord's lotus feet is the perfect boat for crossing that ocean of nescience. And then we can cross over. So this is how Kunti Maharani prays. Hmm? Okay, Mataji, we will end this class for today here, and then we will continue. I have to go with this next class. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
This is a Bhagavad Gita class for the kids, so I have to
Oh,
start their
sure.
class. Okay? Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank
Hare
you.